Well, in this video, we're going to go over the top 5 mistakes that sellers make when it comes to getting their homes sold. Are you thinking about selling your home? Well, in this video, we're going to go over the top 5 mistakes that sellers make when it comes to getting their homes sold. And not just the mistakes, we're going to give you the answers and the solutions so we can help you avoid those mistakes. My name is Lavert Pompey Benefield, and I am the team leader here of Team Lavert with eXp Realty in the Las Vegas Valley. Now, if this sounds like you're about to sell your property and you really want to understand these pitfalls, especially these top 5 pitfalls, then this is going to be the video for you. So with that, make sure you subscribe below, tap that bell for notifications so that you can get expert advice in regards to not just what these pitfalls may be, but really today, like we said, we're going to talk about the solutions to these pitfalls as well. So let's jump in. And we're going to start with the biggest one, and we all know it. It's pricing. Pricing is the number one thing that's going to keep you out there on the market. We don't want you on the market too long. When you're on the market too long, you come across as a stale listing to buyers. Buyers are out there right now already being a little reluctant to step into the market. We've had things like the election. We've had things like Fed cut rates that are happening, but still, even with the Fed cut rates, we are pushing interest rates higher. It's keeping those interest rates higher. So for those really serious, ready to go buyers that are willing to step into this market, we do not want to lose them. We want to make sure that we are listening to what the market is saying and we're pricing it correctly in that regard. Here in the Las Vegas area, we know that what's called our days on market. Our days on market, we are seeing most of our properties out there, 60% of it is actually moving in the first 30 days. That's because they found that sweet spot that the market is telling them and informing us as the agents where we need to have your home to get you moved on. Now, there are still about 30-40% of those properties that are out there that are sitting, starting to become stale, and they're making a lot of price reductions, and we don't want to do that. We want to listen to your experts. This is the solution side. We want to listen to the experts in regards to how we are seeing the market and what the market is telling us in regards to the pricing of your home. We want to start off right so that we get that first bang, because again, serious buyers are out there right now. They want to find great properties. They want to find some deals. They want to work with fair deals. So we want to make sure we do not miss that boat. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, listen to the market, listen to your experts. You've hired us for this, and then let's make sure that we price you right to get people through that door, and more importantly, get you an offer on your home. I haven't really had too many sellers that want to price their property too low. Well, I'm going to take that back. Maybe about over the years, we've helped a lot of people with probates, and maybe a few of those folks have come right on and said, we really need to get this property, so let's go ahead and price it actually below what the market is telling us. And I've given them that input. No, let's price it fairly. Let's get it right where we need to be. So I've had a few people, not a lot over the years, but most sellers are going to want to price their property high. We love our homes. We love the fact that we've raised our kids in the home. We love the fact that we've lived in the home. If we're single, whatever that may be, we love our home, and we want to price it high because we believe it's the best thing, as we should. We should believe it's the best thing, especially if we've taken care of it. However, again, I'm going to emphasize, let's make sure that we're listening to the market and watching what is happening with comparable sales. The homes that have actually sold, not the homes that are still out there listed and unsold. Okay, well, hopefully that makes sense. Number 2 is going to be neglecting the repairs and the maintenance of your home. When a buyer walks through that door, it is showtime. We are looking to make sure that we put your home the best foot forward as we possibly can. They being the buyers, do not want to walk in and see things like leaky faucets, paint peeling, the home not presenting well, all of those different types of things. We want to make sure that we deal with some of these big, major, obvious eyesores immediately. Some buyers will be able to walk in there and they're going to say, okay, well, this is going to be easy to fix. There's going to be a lot of buyers that will not walk into your property and see issues with your property, and they want triple, if not quadruple, the price that it would cost to fix that particular appearance or fix that particular issue with the problem. So again, make sure that you're maintaining the property well. Make sure that you go ahead and take care of some of the more obvious eyesores as much as you possibly can. Sometimes a quick paint around the house to even the property out is a great thing. We are taking now your beautiful home from where you guys lived in it, from when you lived in it, and we are now presenting it to the market. We want to be able to expand that market as possibly as we can. We want to neutralize our colors and all those different types of things. So appearance is going to be vital in regards to how we are showing the property, and the repairs and the neglect in the property is major. Let's take care of those things so we don't confuse the buyer and they don't over budget in their head what it's going to cost to get it taken care of. Okay, now the solution to this is we're going to do an exercise where when we take our listings, we walk our buyers through, or excuse me, we walk our sellers, the people that we're helping to sell the property, we want to walk them through the house like they are a buyer. And then we're going to help and have them point out certain things that may be an eyesore that a potential buyer may consider an eyesore. So we want them to really understand that. We're going to walk through there and make sure we take care of all those small things. It can be paint, it can be grout, it could be small things that won't cost that much to actually get it repaired. We don't need to take on big, major, huge issues and all those different types of things. Not just yet. If it's a beautiful home and everything is showing great and you have that one pretty major thing that you know you should get taken care of, yes, take care of that. But at the same time, we want to look at those small fixes that really will put big dollars back in your pocket in regards to getting those repairs so that we do not confuse that buyer. Extreme pro tip is this. We don't normally do this here in the Las Vegas area. A lot of my colleagues in the California area definitely do this, but they are actually, and we're starting to encourage our clients to actually do a licensed inspection of your property so that you already know what is going on with the property and you can take care of some of those issues before that buyer actually come in. Yes, the buyer more than likely is going to do their own inspection, especially if they're doing a loan or whatever it may be, they're going to do their inspection as well. But I always love for my sellers to be armed with the knowledge and the information in regards to what they need to take care of so their property shows the best when we first hit that market. Okay, so let's think about those scenarios. And the third thing, I sort of hinted at it before, is really going to be poor staging or presentation in regards to the property. Now, again, we have this very common in California. They are used to staging their properties. They're used to presenting these properties well. We definitely do that here as well in the Las Vegas area. It's just not as prevalent, especially if we're not one of our luxury sellers or whatever that may be. We still are encouraging even some of our sellers that are below the $1 million and everything else to still consider highly staging the property. Buyers, when they walk in, they want to feel that wow factor. When you become a buyer, if you're thinking about being a buyer as well, you want to walk into a property and get that wow factor when you first walked in. And we can tell. We can tell when a seller has done a great job, or if a buyer walks into a house, we can tell we're looking at the body language. All those different types of things are those signs or are those tells that lets us know in regards to they have walked into something they're really excited about. So again, think about the investment of doing professional staging and presentation in regards to making sure your home shows the best that it can be so that we can help you get top dollar. Solution to this is definitely we want to make sure, first thing we do, most buyers are going to start their search online. We want professional photography being taken of the property. It needs to be clean, pristine, beautiful. We want that to show well. Even if you're selling a vacant property, you want to consider staging maybe one or two of the rooms, primary bedrooms, the living room area, something that's going to help them be able to visualize and see how things are going to be able to be shown in the property. We definitely want to declutter. We want to depersonalize the home, all of those different types of things so that the buyer coming into your property really can see their things in the home and they can visualize themselves living in your beautiful property as well. Well, it will not become your property after we get it sold, but nonetheless, we want to make sure that they can visualize themselves living in now this new home that will become their property in that sense, all right? So again, depersonalize, make sure we're definitely doing things like doing some staging in certain rooms, professional photography, all those kind of great things, and we have all of that in store ready to work for you when we list your property. Number 4 is going to be ignoring the local market trend. trends. And each market can be a market within itself. So the Valley of Las Vegas, we could have what's happening in Summerlin. We can have what's happening down in Green Valley. We can have what's happening in Spring Valley. We can have what's happening in North Las Vegas. All of these little areas can be market within themselves. So you really want to make sure that you are working with a local expert in regards to what may be happening. And with all due respect, we know that you're going to have a lot of people in your ear. We're going to have a lot of people talking to you about what happened when they purchased their property, how they did when they sold their property. All of those different things are going to be factors and they're going to be inside your ear. Again, bring those things to us as your professional advisor. Bring those things to us and we'll help you understand whether or not those things are actually occurring in this current market. Because even as of last year, so much has happened in the real estate market that you want to make sure that you are speaking to your advisor in regards to what's happening in that current market so we can give you the local and most up-to-date trends for that particular area. You want to understand maybe it's the time of the year that you may be selling. You may want to understand if the rates are happening the way they need to be happening. You may want to understand what's bringing certain people to the area at this particular time. All of those different types of trends. Just because parents may have purchased a property and this is the way they did it, those could have been years ago. A friend could have purchased their property 3 months ago, and it would be very different in regards to what may be happening for you in that particular time and that particular market. So really make sure that we are listening to the local trends in regards to what could be occurring in your area. That means when we as your advisor give you that input, that most updated information, this is a solution. Listen to us in regards to those things that may be happening. So again, we can apply it and position you the best way to get your property sold in the time frame that you want your property sold. And number 5, it's going to be wonderfully controversial for some of you, but trying to sell the property on your own. Listen, I get it. I like being able to keep money in my pocket as well, but I also like making sure that I hire someone that gives me back the time and brings the expertise that I'm looking for to make things happen when I need them to happen. I do not mind paying the money for that value. So that's the biggest thing that you really want to understand. I get it. People want to say they're going to save money by not doing the compensation, doing the commission, doing the concession, whatever the word that we're going to be using these days, by not paying the agent, paying the broker. I get that thought process. But again, like I've said before, are you really saving yourself time by doing this in this manner? Or are you taking time, your valuable time, in regards to you being enjoying that time and getting the right professional, getting the right team to get this taken care of for you so that you can be able to expend your time with family, friends, doing something that you really love doing, knowing with confidence that you have the right team, the right agent in regards to helping you sell this property. Now, the solution to this is definitely making sure that you sit down and understand that yes, some of you may say, oh, as a for sale by owner, I've sold a house many times. I've sold 6 of them on my own, all that kind of great stuff. I get that. I totally understand why that would give you some belief in yourself. I get that. However, if I'm talking to an agent and one of them has sold 5 homes and I talk to someone else and the other one has sold hundreds, if not over 1,000 something homes, I'm going to lean towards that one that's probably had a few more bumps or experienced a few more bumps and definitely has experienced more solutions than 5 or 6 times over a few years, if that makes sense. I hope you hear me on that. I'm going to be leaning more towards that agent that has sold homes hundreds, if not thousands of times in regards to experiencing those bumps, experiencing those solutions in regards to getting a property sold versus someone that's only sold a property maybe 5 or 6 times. Hope you hear me on that. So that is a big one. I totally get it. But 98% of for sale by owners that start on their own eventually turn around and hire agents like myself to get their property sold. So let's save you that time and make sure you sit down and at least interview with us first. Let's see if it doesn't make sense for you to go ahead and hire us before you decide to quote unquote save yourself a little bit of that commission, okay? Or that compensation or that concession, again, whatever the term we're going to be using these days. So let's recap. Number 1, overpricing. Number 2, neglecting repairs. Number 3, poor staging or not getting that appearance together, not setting 1 or 2 of the rooms if it happens to be vacant. Poor staging. Number 4, not being up on those market trends, ignoring the market trends as far as your local market or your city market or state market, whatever those things are. Listen to the market, listen to the advisor. And number 5 is going to be trying to sell the property on your own without professional input as far as getting this done. Avoiding these 5 pitfalls is going to save you so much stress, it's going to save you so much money, and it's going to save you so much time. If you are considering selling your home, please make sure that you reach out. My team and I would love the opportunity to sit down and do a free consultation with you and show you exactly what it's going to take to help you get moved on and get your property sold. If this information has been helpful, make sure you subscribe below and you tap that bell for the notifications so that you do not miss our next videos. And make sure you share this video for anyone who is considering selling here in the Las Vegas Valley, so that we would love the opportunity to make sure that we can be of service to them as well. So with that being said, I hope this has been a great use of your time, and we will see you in the next video. Do me a favor. Drop down in the comments below any concerns that you may have in regards to selling a property or whatever it may be, and let's chat about it even there, and let's see if we can get those things answered for you. See you in the next video.